said, empty your mind.
Hey everybody, it's Master Wahnish, and I welcome you to day 3 of our quarantine, lockdown, COVID, Wing Chun Kung Fu lesson, whatever you want to call it. We're here today, and I just want to reach out, say hey, and I wish everybody well. I hope you and yours are staying safe and healthy. And leave me some comments down below if you want to chat. If you have any questions, let me know how you're doing, how you're holding up. Now, February was a bit of a rough month around here. My daughter got the flu the week after my wife got the flu, the week after my son got the flu. And then with all this madness going around, and then I wound up pulling the kids out of daycare and school early. So I actually feel like I've been locked down for quite some time now. But anyhow, I'm making the most of it. I'm trying to make the best of it, stay positive, keep the kids happy, keep them busy, and trying to keep myself busy as well, and doing everything I can. Once again, I know this has just been a challenging time mentally, physically, financially. You know, we can't get to the gyms, so physically we're not getting the activity, our Kung Fu classes, our training, we're not getting to train like we used to. Mentally, it's just a challenge to just be kind of cooped up in your place, especially, you know, when I lived in New York City, in a studio apartment. You know, I can't imagine for those, I can't imagine because I lived in one for so long, but that's just tough when you're kind of stuck in a very tight quartered space. If you're sick, I hope everybody's well and able to kick this thing. So we got to work hard on our immune system. And I know with all the businesses shut down, no income, so financial burden. So we're getting stressed from every which way, shape, or form. But I promise you, just get through it. Try to put the money aside. We're gonna make more money one day, right? We can make more money. We can, you know, we'll get back out. Things will get back to normal. But right now, we got to just stay healthy and do what we can to just follow these guidelines, this social distancing. I'm not one for taking away anybody's freedom, but I do understand the importance of, you know, freeing up the burden on our healthcare system so our healthcare workers can do what they have to do, so our hospitals don't get overrun, so our nurses and doctors stay healthy. We all have to just do our part. And I'm gonna do my part here by being with you guys on a daily basis and working with you guys to just keep you active, get your mind off all this crazy madness, and just get back to centering, relaxing, focusing on our chi flow and our Kung Fu. And if you have, once again, if you have questions, leave comments down below, let me know. And you might want to hit that subscribe button or that bell notification so you don't miss out on these future videos. You'll get notified when I post it. If there's a set time that people want these videos to appear, I can do set that time. I can even do a premiere where I can film it, post it, and then be around to chat with people as it goes. But I think that's enough chatting for today. Let's just get started. So we're gonna start with the Silam Tao form. Once again, I'm your mirror. So you're gonna do everything properly. I'm gonna be doing it in the reverse, so you don't have to go like this. You just follow me. So let's get feet together. Hands at our side. Drop your knees. Make sure you're in a good stance, feet on a straight line, knees in, back straight, hands not resting at your side. We're gonna define our center line by making this X. It doesn't matter right over left, left over right. Back, left hand first, punch. Tan Sao, Hien Sao, Fuk Sao, Tai Sao, Hien Sao. And this happens 3 times. Hopefully you followed the instructional video so you got all the detail. And you know what? You could do this 300 times if you want. You could just breathe in. Breathe out. Even though that's 3 times, if you just get in a meditative state and groove and want to just keep going, you can just keep going. And then when you're ready, you stop and you close out the set. So that's the first 3 sections of the Silam Tao form. 1 I call the intro section, 2 the punch set, and 3 the Tan Sao set. And once again, I have that all broken down for you to really study in all detail. Now I'm going to go through it again with you, and I'm going to keep my mouth shut and you can just follow me through. Excellent. Now you probably saw yesterday's video. I hope you caught yesterday's video. I got a little itch, sorry. Notice how not touching, even though my hands are so washed, they feel like I could be using them for sandpaper right now. You probably saw my video on footwork yesterday. So let's go ahead. I want everybody in a left neutral stance. I'm your mirror in a right neutral stance. And we're gonna switch to left neutral to right neutral. So everybody get in that good left neutral stance. Your left hand should be out, your feet angled off, shoulder width position, feet on a straight line, and we're just going to do a little footwork switching. Left neutral, right neutral, left neutral, right neutral, left neutral, right neutral, left neutral, right neutral, back to left neutral. Now, something else we can do in that stance, you can practice going 1 step, follow this way, 1 step, follow that way, 1 step, follow this way, 1 step, follow. So go ahead, take a moment, get in your good left neutral stance. Once again, I'm your mirror in a right neutral, and we're gonna take 1 step this way and 1 step back. Now, if you were to throw a punch at me, I'm just stepping off that line of force. Right? So that's how the footwork's gonna work in more application. Hey, I don't want any trouble. You throw a punch, boom, I step off that line of force and I utilize my Pak Sao. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'll probably do this in the next lesson or 2. It depends if I have the time to film. If I don't, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out from my lesson plan one of the older Wing Chun warm-ups for you to just follow. And when I post that, that would be a great thing for you to start every day. It's basically, we're gonna start off with the Silam Tao form, then we're gonna go through some stances, then we're gonna do some punching, some kicking, and it's gonna give you a great daily warm-up. But let's just do a little footwork real quick again, and then we're gonna move on. So back to your left neutral, and we're gonna do the switch to right neutral, left neutral, right neutral. Now, once again, notice I'm not going too far here, and if I do, I can just keep that shoulder width distance. So you don't want to do stuff like this with your feet. And if you're new at this, it's all right to just kind of look at your feet this way and just get familiar with that footwork as you switch. I can't stress enough, our footwork in Wing Chun is so simple, so easy, but yet it's the most important thing, because without good footwork, you can't get to your opponent, you can't get away from your opponent. It's all about having good footwork. So now let's just go back, hands up. And let's take 1 step, follow this way, and 1 step, follow this way, 1 step, follow. Now we're gonna switch So now everybody's in their right neutral stance, feet on a straight line, and we're gonna take one step follow here, and one step follow here. A punch was to come in, I might step back this way, or a punch comes in, I might step this way and pak sao and punch. I might capping punch, tan sao, or I might punch this way, or bill sao. So these footwork stepping movements are absolutely crucial. And what I tell students, every student, all the time, they go, okay, the footwork, I don't need to practice that. And then they're trying to get their hands involved and their brains and their feet and their hands, and they're overthinking everything. Once you have this simple footwork down, it doesn't change. Whether you're a beginner or more advanced practitioner, this is our footwork. We're going basically left neutral, left forward, right neutral, right forward. We're either moving forward or backward, or we're moving side to side, or we're switching our stance. There's not much to the Wing Chun footwork, but I can't stress enough, it's absolutely crucial to just master this footwork, so then you can start putting your hands, your angles, understanding center line theory, central line theory, and how to put it all together. Unification of movement, there's so many crucial aspects. Now, let's do this. Let's all take a front stance, feet on a straight line, knees in, and go ahead and bring your right hand out. I have my left hand out. Actually, go ahead and bring your left hand out. I'll have my right hand out and be your mirror. And what we're gonna do is chain punch. So from here, we're just gonna do nice and slow and let these punches come straight out your center, straight out your center, straight out your center. And then you can kind of speed it up, slow it down. So what I want you to do is I'm gonna say start and stop. When I say start, you're gonna start. When I say stop, you stop. So let's start, stop, start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. And it doesn't matter which hand you start and stop on. We're just chain punching. From the side view, you see the chain punching come through here as I'm rolling. Mistakes I see when people are chain punching is they kind of tend to, like this, their elbows are out, right? Or they have this big distance in between their hands and they're, opening up their center. When you're chain punching here, everything is coming right down your center. So here, 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 right? So let's go ahead, take that nice front stance, bring your left hand out, and let's just chain punch nice and slow. Here. Something else that you might want to do when you're punching, think about, don't have your fist so rock solid tight that when you're punching, it just feels like you're dragging, lead weights. Keep everything loose and relaxed. That way you're getting this nice flow. The tightness comes as you're punching through your target, not, you don't want to be really tight and have this muscle fighting this muscle and your punches just seem like this sluggish push. They want to be explosive as they come out, all right? So one more time, back to our front stance, hand out, and we're gonna punch. Nice and slow, just let's get good form. And this is just simple chain punching, right? And then what we can do is we're gonna work on things like 3-level punching and numeric punching, different punching drills, and you're gonna have a whole bunch of punching drills you can practice. The key when you're chain punching, start off slow with good form, and then build your way up to the speed. So don't worry about, just how fast can I go? Good form, good form. Notice I'm letting this come back to the level of the elbow here. And then I pick up my speed, pick up my speed, pick up my speed, pick up my speed. Keep it nice and slow. So that's the first 3 sets of the Silam Tao. That's our footwork, and then just a little bit of chain punching. So now let's just go ahead and do this again. We'll start with the Silam Tao form. We're gonna do these first 3 sets, then we're gonna do our footwork, and then we'll do the chain punching again. Feet together, hands at your side. Deep breath in and out. Get in your left neutral stance. Right neutral. Left neutral. Right neutral. Left neutral. Right neutral. Left neutral. Right neutral. Stop. Take a look at your footwork. Are your feet on a straight line? Your knees somewhat in? Your center away from me, not straight, it's angled off, and your hands straight out. Is your rear hand at the level of the elbow? And that's just some checking points. So let's go back, switch to your left neutral, stop again, and look. Feet on a straight line, knees in, back straight, center away. So this is our central line, right? So our center line and our central line, and I'll get into this in more detail. Our center line is the line directly from our center of our body. And then in this angled stance, we have a central line, which is leading from me to you. So let's switch again. Right neutral. Left neutral. Right neutral. Left neutral. Right neutral. Left neutral. Right neutral. Left neutral. Let's go back to our front stance. Shoulder width distance, straight line, knees in, back straight. Go ahead and bring your left hand out, right hand at the level of your elbow. And we're going to do this simple chain punching. Go ahead and slowly pick up the pace, pick up the speed. Keep your form good. If it's getting sloppy, slow it down, speed it back up, slow it down. Excellent. All right. Now, let's just do one more thing. Let's take a look at some Wing Chun hand positions. So back in this front stance, let's take a look at Pak Sao, which is a hand position we use for deflecting punches. So what we're simply gonna do is, just like you're in a bowing situation, bring your hands here, and now just bring your left hand out. And that's a Pak Sao. We're using this as the work surface. And then you're gonna bring the next hand out, Pak Sao. And I'm not, dragging them across. They're just passing, and they're passing. But notice how it's all in the central line of my body. I'm not going here and here and here and here. And I see a lot of people doing their Paks like this, And if you would honestly have to ask those sifus, why are you doing that? When I see the pak like this, the energy is coming down, they're slapping, they're reaching out, they're not filling space. It's just flaw after flaw after flaw. When you see people pocking like this, just red flags should be going off. Pak sao is coming straight out the center of your body, straight out, straight out. Now when I'm doing that footwork, that lead hand could be a pak sao. So if that was a punch, I'm deflecting that punch, deflecting that punch. Another huge mistake with the pak saos is you see people pushing across their center line. In Wing Chun, we don't go across our center line. That leaves this trap. It's coming straight out your center line. So just bring your pak sao straight out. So good front stance, knees in, back straight, left hand out, and then you'll just switch to your right hand. Pak, P-A-K, pak sao, pak sao, pak sao. And I'll soon put up the pak sao drill exercises so you can grab whoever you have at your house and have them throw some punches at you, some chain punches and alternate punches, and you can work on deflecting attacks with the pak sao. So much for us to cover and do. I'm excited to go over this with everybody. And once again, if you have questions, feel free. I'm happy to jump around all over the place. If we want to do knife self-defense, chokes, you name it, I'm literally happy to just do whatever everybody watching, whatever you want, let me, bring that to your attention and let's just do it. So feel free to ask questions. All right, thank you for joining me on this brief lesson today. Practice your form, practice your punching, practice your footwork, practice your chain punching and your pak saos, working that footwork from side to side. And there's so much for us to cover. Once again, I will get that entire Wing Chun warm-up up. And I'll get that up as soon as possible so you can just every day wake up, turn that on, and just get a good Kung Fu workout right off the bat. Get your blood moving, get everything moving. This Silam Tao form, I can't stress it enough. This first 3 sets, you can do it super slow. If you're feeling stressed out, if you're around the house, you're feeling stuck, you're feeling locked down, you're feeling just frustrated, stop and just do that Silam Tao form. And I promise you by the end of that form, you'll have cleared your mind of those thoughts and you'll be feeling much better. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to seeing everybody at future lessons to come. Thank you and have a great day.